Montenegro, with the IT industry, the banking sector, so it's a great start. And so truly a legend, as I said.
He is also Apple II. Are any of you old enough to? It was in front and explain how I got so lucky as to be involved, how many options, and I didn't really know what I was doing. Are working very hard to my grade point. I've been a student at University of Michigan. I didn't go to grad school at MIT at a place called the Media Lab, which is just open. And the nice thing about it was building things, building software. And my chosen field was that of computing power. We didn't have the data, Escape and Yahoo. And I packed up my car, and we were academics, really. So I waited for customers, and none showed up. And you know, the money was important, but what was more important was our very academic and research-oriented computer vision implementation and video databasing. And after the pitch, we were able to grow the company to about 300 people, and eventually took the company public on that. What you're building, unless it solves a real company, we had to pivot the company, and eventually we got rolled up into another public company. And so I found myself now wanting to stay in that new company, media and photo sharing company. It sort of pulled me over there. I could also see, honestly, that Yahoo was struggling. And part of that struggle was that, I might say, you know, it was sort of photo sharing, but very early in that. It was sort of slow motion, and it took 20 years for the failure to play out. But those that were there could see that it was not happening. Was able to pull that into Yahoo, and then started with Mary Page and Sergey Brin, and we did, you know, product reviews maybe 3 times a week. But that was the kind of big picture thinking. It's like, it was a very accommodating culture and a very inwardly mobile culture. People move around in various ways. In fact, the first company that I ever invested in was, I'm not an expert, but he is a close friend in the company to the product that they were using to build the game. And the assets of Google, the scale of Google, the talent of Google, the distribution of Google. So as you see it games to enterprise software, who knows what that company's called? Flame. Yes, or Desi, or colleagues, or people that I knew, but the expertise we can bring and start being more intentional about bringing deals. And so we believe talent is evenly distributed across traditional consumer and enterprise. That's a deliberate strategy for us, is to sort of go where when you have a population of 50 million, interesting things for the Balkans, Europe, and the world.
Amazing success with Gmail, and completely, I would say,
things I would say of the IT industry, so we always handle it, and that covers pretty much different sectors. Just to give you an idea how things are moving.
In Google, Google has multiple products and probably has a
risk profile when you're 20 years old is different than your risk profile when you're 60.
You scaled up from 20 million to 20 to 200 million.
X, which is trying moonshots. If your entire IT industry is 630 algorithm 1%, but it's important to sort of be thoughtful.
In helping other people in creating businesses.
Wrong can be fatal, can be tremendous. Providing feedback to those who are
article written about the company on the company for the Asian market. So in
how do you deal with the great shuffle? And the
powers that be, which is not me, but I
lots about your decisions
and spend billions of dollars. One of the lessons I was referring to with Google Plus is
right. So a lot of investors will come in, and where you have there's a lot of innovation.
Story of your life. I always picture myself.
I think it's easier.
If that's all, I would like to thank you once again for having the opportunity to talk to us today. I think we learned really quite a bit.
Thank you.